कसले हान्ने भाइ
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. But if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Vasco da Gama are looking to break at pace. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, easy pickings there.
हेलो जरी भाइ
Vinicius Junior. Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
And it's played forward.
Decent hit!
Goal! Vasco da Gama! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter.
Like
Not a lot
like
more to add.
Vasco da Gama have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Belletti gets his pass away. Baresi calmly anticipates.
Bayer Leverkusen are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior has a shot! He looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Foden. No way through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had it taken off him, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van der Vaart. Oh, that's a key interception.
Bayer Leverkusen certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Adams spots it and intercepts. Van der Vaart. Interesting ball. And that has put paid to that. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked too slow on everything.
Lovely ball and a riveting! business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
हेलो जरी भाई
You
हेर्दै
know,
हो
I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Shot at goal! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And they're back in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And he'll shoot here. And he's done very well to deal with it.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
He's only too happy to take that back. That's a little off target. Vinicius Junior, he's going for goal! That comes as a mighty relief. Vinicius Junior. He could be in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Great ball if he can get there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone.
He's having a go! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Substitution for Vasco da Gama, number 9.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 23, Rafael van der Vaart. Number 21, Vinicius Junior. Number 47, Phil Foden.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Coming on the
Vasco da
field,
Gama
number
looking to go
18,
forward now.
Mazzaro. Number 5,
He's had it nicked away
number 10,
by a Leverkusen.
Guti.
Needed that.
Number
They
7,
really needed it.
Brian Robson.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
By Leverkusen have reclaimed it. 4 extra minutes added on. The pass is intercepted. And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Surlot.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, super find. And that is expertly dealt with. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And it's Messi. No luck with that dink over the top. Mohamed Salah!
Luis Figo, now there's a class act.
You can't disagree with that.
Well, he loves to roam across advanced midfield positions, but his most natural position is on the right side, where he uses a very clever brain to go and create.
Iniesta. Albertini. That's a little off target. Nicely aimed pass.
Oh, great feat, that.
Gently done. Now it's Surlot. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Pass somewhat off target. And he was quick to react. Now it's Figo. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Mateus. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Mateus! Mateus! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is a little undercooked. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's been shifted off it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Played back in. Albertini. Now it's Ferran Torres. He can run onto that.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
In towards the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. And Albertini! And it's Albertini. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Ghana are totally dominant in the middle of the park and no way through zone.
Albertini. Well into the second half and still... Solid! Mateus. Referee's given a throw. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ferran Torres. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Vieira. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rummenigge. Garner can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's gone backward here. He's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Shifted upfield. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ferran Torres. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Iniesta. And now they can clear their lines.
Bayer Leverkusen showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, super ball!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he's let fly! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And there goes the final whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your reflections then, Jim?
Bayer Leverkusen can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. And already we're underway here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That is good alertness.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to it.
Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he can clear it away. Cafu. And that's a throw-in. Vieira. Aimed in towards the centre.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Punched away. Cafu. He gets big! Good delivery, but no joy.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied. Arsenal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Chance here to counter. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Mateus has created one goal already. And that is as far as they're going to go. Vieira. Brilliantly cut out. Bayer Leverkusen leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gilberto Silva. Bayer Leverkusen are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That was always going to be the keepers. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And it's Iniesta. Belletti. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
They get a throw in. That is lovely.
Added time.
Quick look, then plays it in. And that has been cleared. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Bayer Leverkusen clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Bayer Leverkusen head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 9, Ukraine.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 20.
Bayer Leverkusen carrying a one-goal lead.
Taking place.
Oh, he's burst through! Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's been shifted off it. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Roberto Carlos kept away, and it's been given away. Big chance! Rummenigge! No mistake! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
I just think that's a good example of how you take advantage of a lapse in concentration. He was on the prowl, hungry, looking for any scraps that came his way, and he certainly gobbled up the chance, took it really well.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Triol cuts out the pass. Platini. Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Platini. Mateus. Rummenigge. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, in this guy, Alphonso Davies, it's going to be interesting to see how opponents try to navigate their way around him. Someone so good in defensive transitions with amazing powers of recovery thanks to his blistering pace.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Platini. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. He won't be happy with that one. No way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Turan. So it is still 0-0. Turan. Belletti. He's played him through. All Black deals with it effortlessly. Trameni. That is good alertness. Plays a delicate ball. Haaland. Messi. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. Roberto Carlos.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back. No way through, so back it comes. He's had a hit! Goal by Leverkusen!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Bayer Leverkusen are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
That has been knocked clear, and it's Roberto Carlos. Turan. Big header! And he hits the net! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Bayer Leverkusen are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Well, and that is going to be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Bayer Leverkusen are 2 up, and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Bayer Leverkusen in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, that's well spotted. Vieira. Platini. Bayer Leverkusen have it back and can go again. And here's Platini.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he was quick to react. They get a throw in. Now it's Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Iniesta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rummenigge. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, but that's the threat posed by teams that have those kind of players who are willing to make those types of runs.
Argentina disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And that's another good win of the ball. Platini is flagged offside. Montreal. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a throw-in. Nicely aimed pass. That is a great pick out. No, that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Moved on forwards. And no, that was never going to make it. Rummenigge is on his own. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Haaland. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. And he's intervened well there. And they've got rid. Conte. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's shifting through the gears here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's had a shot! Goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that will be it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Forwards and with intent. Mateus is there to clear. Griezmann. Drogba. And he's found a way past. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil with the corner. They're first. Attempt, just the wrong outcome. And they're back on the ball again. Works it forward. Well, Wesley Sneijder, simply a serial winner. He won league titles in Spain and Italy and his native Netherlands, and all during by the age of 26.
Yeah, I think he's quite versatile, really, anywhere across midfield, but I suspect he'll be the one who'll dictate affairs here, and he'll be spraying the ball left and right.
He's got it all, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking to see his ability to grab some crucial goals too, which he's known, especially on the international scene for Peter. Really crucial goals.
Any come to mind?
It has to be the Brazil game in Port Elizabeth. The Brazilians seemed to be in control after 10 minutes, but this man had other ideas. Slight look with the first goal, but he single-handedly turned the match around.
And of course Brazil lost their head, went down to 10 men, and there was no way back. That's headed upfield. Nicely aimed pass. Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. And Mateus. Mateus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alonso. Drogba. Sneijder. He's picked his way through. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And through to the goalkeeper. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Schneider. No, that's been intercepted. He's gone forward. Bayer Leverkusen, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Mateus. Shifted upfield. And that's really well manoeuvred. Schneider. Now it's Figo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Platini. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Iniesta. Look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Figo. Mateus. Distributed tidily. Drogba. Driving forward. Mateus wins the duel this time. Now it's Figo. Belletti. Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is just caressing the ball.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Figo, well seen, saw that coming. Costa Curta. And Mateus. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Platini powering forward here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Danger averted for now. Griezmann. Xavi Alonso. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Figo. Rummenigge concedes a free kick for that. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Bayer Leverkusen are down to 10 men. And claimed it back swiftly. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rummenigge. Xavi Alonso. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Griezmann. It's a good run down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. He's tried one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Terrific header! He can get that clear. And it's Iniesta. Looking for options for movement. Oh, perfectly measured that. Iniesta. Platini. Chance here to counter. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Roberto Carlos. He gets big. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's tried his best to keep it in play here. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Oh, and he's through the middle. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And there's the end of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Schneider. Good read, needed to be. It's gone backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right.
It's Griezmann! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Platini. Mateus. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso stood up well to him there. And he's on his way! So much top. Decent hit! Well, there's the clearance. Griezmann. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Drogba. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Platini. Figo. Brazil can't breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's well spotted. Schneider.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Figo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Platini. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
60 minutes played. Xavi Alonso. This is promising. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's in space and looking for options. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Griezmann clears. And now they can spring out of defence. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good bat. Has a shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Griezmann. Rummenigge. Drogba. By Leverkusen, perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Out Snyder!
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
He's having a go! Control. Dixon. Chiellini gets it away. That's a throw. And here's Drogba. That has been cut short. And here's Drogba. He's found a way. Drogba! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Griezmann. So nearly the perfect ball.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 7.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Mateus. Figo. It's a great ball. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
By Leverkusen have reclaimed it. And that was very necessary. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Figo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Adams gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge. He is through here.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And they're quick to get it back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's a sharp little ball here. And it's Snyder. Strong running down that left flank. Nicked away.
Added time.
Vigo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Suarez finds himself offside. "90 minutes gone and nothing to show." The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitutions taking place.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. And it's Drogba! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! He just absolutely speared that in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
So we have our breakthrough.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Belletti, aim forwards. Luis Suarez. Deep cross. Oh, he's had a hit! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. A real chance that we can get through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No way through there. Rijkaard. And it's Luis Suarez. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Heading backwards.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Guti. Guti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Griezmann. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! Schneider. And it's Xabi Alonso. Rummenigge. Nicely spread. He's got away. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Oh, and that should have been two.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And no, that is pretty much the end of... Oh, he's been caught napping! Suarez is flagged offside. Griezmann. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, just skips past his man. Mateus. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And we are already back underway. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the... It's Alonso! It's off target and by quite a way.
Xabi Alonso put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
And that's put paid to a promising move. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Luis Suarez! It's in! They are right back in business!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Bayer Leverkusen grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Now it's Totti. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Chance! A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans...
Can he put it away? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Brazil have their third corner. Tries to get it clear. And he's had a hit! And he's taking no chances there.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, good ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a good spell of possession, this. Drogba! Yeah. Drogba! And yet another chance goes to waste.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
That's a little off target. And he can clear it away. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Bayer Leverkusen have shown good discipline when everything was suggesting meltdown, but can they get over the line?
A quick reminder today.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty?